What's going on? Thanks for keeping Uncle B. Today, we are talking about the behind the scenes of being a entrepreneur, so say. This is the part of the internet that nobody shows. They make it look glamorous and you're going to be rich. It don't work like that, man. You constantly got to be on the hunt and on the chase for any and everything. And with me, I got my hands in a lot of stuff. Of course, y'all know I do my cooking thing. I do everything. You know what I'm saying? From towing cars, working on cars, junking, cutting grass, everything. So today is one of them days that, of course, is bill day. And, you know, and just reflecting on my last year of business. You know what I mean? First year, I done everything on my own. You know what I mean? That's like everything. And when I mean everything, I mean everything. You know what I'm saying? I gave up my W 2 partnership. This would be almost 2 years ago. And it's been a journey. You know what I'm saying? Um, it's a fun journey. You know what I'm saying? And what people don't understand about me is that I'm comfortable being uncomfortable. And what that does to your mental, it brings that dog out of you. You know what I mean? That means get it in any means possible. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I've been doing good. You know what I mean? And it's a lot of stuff you gotta learn in business um, that I didn't necessarily have the help. But the thing about me is I asked a lot of questions. So those questions that I asked, I log them. Like I log, I log everything, and I write down everything on scratch. You know what I mean? I'm old school. I won't have stuff in my phone calendar because one day that phone can get dropped and I lose it. Now I'm screwed. You know what I mean? So I'm pen and pad through and through. You know what I mean? But like I said, I learned a lot uh, this year. For one, folks will try to take advantage of you. So what you got to do is not let folks take advantage of you. You know what I mean? You got to stand your ground. Stand 10 toes down. You hear me? And stand on business. You know what I mean? So that way, you got to let folks know that you're not out here playing no games. And another thing is the thing that I hate the most is when people say small business. And the reason why I hate that is because as a business owner, you pay taxes. Well, a lot of business don't pay taxes. But you know what I'm saying? You do the same things other businesses do. It don't matter if it's a big corporation or mom and pop. Either way, you're still a business. The word small business to me puts you in a box. And that box won't allow you to grow. Why? Because you're labeled as a small business. Me, I'm trying to be everywhere, do everything. I just do business, period. So I don't like the label of being small business. Support small business. No, just support business, period. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's somebody scooping poop or somebody raking a leaf, that's still a business, regardless. You know what I'm saying? And they still got bills to pay. You know what I mean? Just like I'm gonna sit here and pay the bills, and just like I said, reflect on everything that I've done this year, and then start next year, the end of this year. You know what I mean? So that way I'm ahead of the curve. I ain't gotta worry about backtracking. And so I'm just gonna sit here and do my journal on how to do my profit losses. You know, like I said, I'm learning every day on business in general, and I learn something new every day. Why? Because I need to be in the know. You know what I mean? I don't want to be sitting at a table and be looking dumb. You know what I mean? And that's when people take advantage of you. When you don't learn, people gonna take advantage of you. That's why you have these. They're called smartphone for a reason. You know, if you use this thing right, you're gonna get ahead. You know what I mean? So yeah, I can go on and on and on and on about this entrepreneur journey, and I'm gonna probably start showing y'all how stuff works and how glamorous it's not. You know what I mean? Because this entrepreneur life, you know, it ain't for everybody. So don't just quit your job because somebody on the internet says quit your job. No, you'll know when it's time to be on your own. But you got to be willing to not having your phone ring, to not having money coming in. You got to learn how to pivot in times like this. That's why these hands are in a lot of stuff. You know what I mean? So, and I've always been that way. I've always been a hustler. So I know how to make $1. You know what I mean? I know how to make $10 turn into $100. You know what I mean? So it's a lot of ways to make some bread out here. So you just gotta be willing to put that fight in and stand 10 down. You know what I mean? And don't let nobody take advantage of you. So yeah, I think I might start doing that. You know what I mean? Just start doing a little behind the scenes more instead of just showing y'all a recipe or something like that. I know it's what y'all like and need, but it's more, it's a lot of stuff that goes behind the scenes of that recipe. You know what I mean? And it's, like I said, it's bills behind those recipes too. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I want to thank y'all for sitting here and listening to me ramble off a little bit, you know, but I hope you guys pick some gems up in what I said, you know, and if you want to see more of behind the scenes or anything you need a video on, just drop it in the comments, you know what I mean? And I'll try my best to accommodate it. Like I said, I do a lot. So it's really nothing in the hustle world that I can't tell you about because I done pretty much a lot. You know what I mean? So thanks for kicking with Uncle B. I got some bills to go ahead and pay. But yeah, let me know what y'all think, or what you wanna, what kind of videos you want, and just we'll go from there. You know what I mean? Let's just, you know, let's grow this thing. Try to build a little hustle community. You know what I mean? Show y'all the real instead of what the internet shows y'all. All right? Peace. Have a good day.